You met Nipsey Hussle, right?
Oh yeah. I met him on 2 different occasions. The first time I met Hussle was I was a young kid. I was trying to do music. When I went to LA, I was just trying to do my rounds out there, trying to figure things out. I wasn't even known. My boy Mike G, that's my bro, and his sister is married to the legendary Fiend from No Limit. He had came to Colorado, and he just randomly showed up to my house with Fiend. I was literally selling weed up the street on Gun Club, and my mom called me like, "Yo, there's some dude here with a chain, and Mike's here, so you should kind of come because it seems like they might have shit to do."
My Hot Minute, #1 blog in the universe, man. Today, we got one of the greatest artists to ever come out of Aurora, Colorado.
Love.
Papa J. Ruiz, man. What's that word?
What's happening, B? How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good. I appreciate you for coming on the show.
For sure, bro. Always.
Hell
Anytime.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Hell yeah. What's this, probably like 3rd or 4th interview, huh?
Yeah, I think it's like the like the 4th. You the 4th. It's the 4th one.
At least 3rd for sure. Because I remember we did one here, or in this area, and then we did one in Boulder.
Yep. And then we did another one here too, but like in the middle of the park down there.
Okay.
In the center. Yeah. That's when Sperry was here.
Okay, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So yeah, the 4th one for sure.
Okay. Oh yeah, man.
But no, I appreciate you having me on there.
Yeah.
That's really it, bro.
No problem, man. I was talking to Meezy the other day, and we were talking about like some of the top lyricists in the city, and your name definitely got brought up. So I feel like it's only right. You know what I'm saying? You've been consistent, just like pushing for longevity. Music's been authentic. Feels like you never in no bull. You know what I'm saying? Like it's strictly about hip hop with you. So you know, highly respected in the city, man. So I appreciate you for coming on.
Oh yeah, no, I appreciate you, B, and shit. Yeah, it is just hip hop with me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to use hip hop to be like, you know, the vehicle to chaos, my boy. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not what I wanted to do with it. It's not what I seen others that I like do with it. So you know what I'm saying? I got to keep the culture real. That's it. Yeah. It's about the culture.
That's real. All right, man. Well, let's get into it, man.
Shout out A-Meezy too.
Yep, shout out A-Meezy. It's been a minute since we tapped in. Well, as far as like an interview, I know we talked.
Yeah.
I think it was like a year, not even a year ago. Within the last year at the studio.
Yeah. But during I ran into you at the studio a few times when you were trying to figure out your situation.
Right. Yeah. But man, so what's new though? How have you been since our last interview? Like, I know you've been obviously consistent, dropping a lot of new projects and music and stuff like that. But what have you seen, or what have you been focused on over the last couple of years?
Shit, I think just growth in general. For a long time in my life, like it was strictly just like rap music, hip hop music, just doing everything I can with my music. Right. And just so focused and like entrenched in the rapper that I was, and you know what I'm saying? That I realized in certain other compartments of life, I had to also grow, and you know, try to grow all in general instead of just thinking like, how can I grow my career? How can I grow rapping? How can I grow? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, sometimes putting too much energy into something and wanting it so bad, sometimes it doesn't even come your way. You know, kind of be easy going now.
Break that down a little more as far as the last part of what you just said, like wanting it so bad to where like you're doing too much in a way. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, in a sense, but like, of course, not like for me. Of course, for me, not so much messy shit or nothing. It's more so like when you want something so bad, sometimes you should understand that maybe it's not meant for you. You gotta trust God, the universe, whatever it is you trust, you know, and live out your story the way you're supposed to, and you know, play your part, be what it is you're supposed to be. Because all that material, that shit don't mean shit at the end of the day, you know. It's nice, it's cool to have, you know? But you know, the lifestyle. I didn't want to get caught up in trying to chase a lifestyle of rap. Instead of actually being someone who does rap and I can do it when I want to. You know what I'm saying? Because I done contributed a large part of my life to that. You know.
That's interesting. I feel like it's what do they call it? I think they call it like the sunken cost fallacy or something maybe.
Okay, I never heard that.
I don't know for sure if it's that, but I think it's something like that where this is what I learned in school. Sometimes we get so, I don't think this applies to you or me directly, maybe we see something with it. But like sometimes we could get so enamored or just be pursuing a goal or just focus on that one thing where like we won't. We feel like we got so far into it that like we can't give up, like we can't quit, like even though like you said maybe God is hey like take a different route or I don't know.
I get what you're saying. Like I definitely think that's happened to me in a sense in many different ways, like getting too entrenched in what I was doing. It's not to say like because it's important to be laser focused. It's important. It's important, but I also think like in this day and age, social media, all this stuff, like that's one of many things that have been sold to us that people buy and don't really understand like what it takes to be like that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe your character or certain characteristics that you have can't allow you to be like that. And you should, instead of faulting yourself for it because it's what they talking about, you gotta be focused. Right. You know what I'm saying? Just figure out life, take step by step. It's better one firm step after the other instead of just trying to run because then you're gonna fall face flat and then you got to get up and do that process again. Real. So, but yeah, as far as like being entrenched, like I love rap music, but there was a time where it was like that was all I was worried about. It was like my rap, my image, my art. And to me, I think I've looked at it in a different perspective where it's like this is what I do. And I'm gonna do it when I want to do it, and I hope people just keep on with it. And it's my art, For a long time, it started feeling like I'm pushing some shit to people, right? Instead of actually looking at it like, nah, this is my art, and when I want to put it out, it's now it's yours. But until then, it's mine, and let me make sure I love it how I want to love it, and just push. Okay. I like that. Trust me. I feel like I'll be doing. I'm a blogger, so it's different. It's different. That's the content world. Right. I think that's another thing. Like I wanted to always probably for the past. I want to say like 3 years, maybe 2 years. Yeah. 3 the most. I'm just pushing out visuals. Just being consistent with visuals in a sense of something every month, every 2 months. You have been. And just like. Making sure the quality is of what I want it to be for my art. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just trying to knock out videos left and right. I know that could be like considered difficult with certain people. Like if I'm working with directors, photographers, or producers, I get picky with my shit. Yeah. And I can understand why some may feel like it's difficult working. But to me, I'm just like, man, this is something important. Right. I don't want to just like. You call somebody to do the floor in your house, bro. You don't want them to just come in, rip your floor up, and just put it however. You gonna want it nice, done, corrected, precise. So I do the same thing with my art instead of just treating it as let me get out there. I want to be out there. I want to be in the light. I want to show that I'm putting out shit too. Right. That shit. Oh. Now, how this interview came up. I was looking at a bunch of artists and I searched your music up and I seen that. I said, damn, where's Kiss the Sky at? Right. Obviously, that's like the big video, did over 1 million views. Facts. It's been over 10 years. I actually just seen that post. Yeah. But yeah, I was like, damn, where's this video at, man? Ain't no way this got taken down. So, you want to break that down a little bit? Yeah, bro. What happened with that? It's just, man, I mean, all the real fans, they know my origins. When it comes to my music, bro, and you know what it is, bro. Unfortunately, it's just how can I say, unfortunate circumstances and events that play out. And when it happened, my mind space was perhaps in a different place. But having time to reflect, and just actually analyze my life and my everything. I look at it differently nowadays, you know what I'm saying? But when it happened, how can I explain it? Like, I was part of a collective out in LA. That's how really I started my music, going out to LA because I got family out in LA and I was born in LA but grew up out here. Right. And just being intermingling with a lot of artists out there, and we became a collective and organized threat, you know what I'm saying? Of course. And all I can say is like it's nothing but appreciation for that origin because I love it. I think it's like
I mean that helped you get to where you're at.
It helped me get to where I'm at in music and life and who I am, and then also it's dope to just know for myself that I was part of something ill for hip hop, some underground, something that I always envisioned as a child.
Right.
You know, and it just happened. The thing that they like, a lot of people don't school you if you don't have older mentors. Like that shit go like this. It flies by. You be like, what happened?
Right.
But in doing that, we just was a big collective, and in that collective, the person that ran the website, the YouTube, all that stuff, the website, YouTube, the videos, everything. But like it became a collective of a lot of different artists making music, and we all just found an amazing outlet and platform where we could put our videos out and our music. You know what I'm saying? Being actual boom bap rappers and people that care about hip hop based rap. You know what I'm saying? And
like real rap, real lyrics.
Exactly, lyrics.
The origination of how it all came together.
Yeah, exactly. And by doing that, the way I look at it, brother, is like I'm a very like, if we doing something, we're gonna do it to the end type shit, right? There's always room for growth, independency. We can do that, but it should be something we signed on. We doing it, A lot of artists
you were seeing it to the end.
Yeah, I was seeing
trying
it to
that's
the end. That's what I wanted to, and I still do, because to me, it's not shameful to bring up organized threat, and it's something to be proud of, bro. It's something from hip hop, you know what I mean?
Right.
And in doing that, a lot of different artists had their own situation with the person. You know what I'm saying?
So it was a label or just a rapper?
It was just some underground shit that we just all did our shit through, and eventually, people have differences. People stop wanting to post their shit on there, or whatever reason it is. I couldn't really tell you because it's not my business to tell.
Right.
Other than my story. But in the events of things, a lot of other artists had their videos taken down too when they stopped wanting to interact with that platform. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so I seen it coming. I got to a place where, like, listen, I'm in Colorado. I love going to LA, shooting videos out there, having homie come out, film videos, all that. Right. But I also want to expand my reach and what I could do, because you never know what happens in life, and if some event happens where somebody can't attend to what my goal is, I don't ever want to be like a burden. Right. I would rather be able to say, handle your shit, family first. Let me reach out to my tentacles and what I could get done. You know what I'm saying? And I always keep going because I love my rap shit. And in doing that, I just think, like, just a lot of miscommunication, and videos just started coming down. And like I said, I seen that happen before me with this platform. So it wasn't like a surprise thing. I think mentally I knew it was gonna happen. It was just more so after it happens, you understand, like, people asking you, people saying this. And it's like, at that point, the person that I am, it's like, I don't want to be out here just telling all kind of personal business that leads up to certain things, But at the same time, I lived it. It was my life. So it being not up, it don't really affect my life. You know what I'm saying? I feel more for the fans, people that feel like they grew up with that shit. They need answers type shit. Yeah, or they feel like they grew up with that shit, or they feel like, just however emotion is provoked out of them for that. I feel for them, because they, people grow up and they want to go back to a certain video and be like nostalgic. Exactly. I used to watch this when I was a kid, or when I used to get high, or when I wanted to hustle. And I think it takes away from them more than it takes away from me, because life is life, bro, and you got to just keep going all the way. Especially me being Colombian, bro. That's just embedded in us. We don't stop, bro.
So was it like a disagreement, or?
Yeah, like... I would say probably a disagreement. You know what I'm saying? Miscommunication for sure, disagreements, and just probably what's that shit called when people outgrow each other, or people take different roads? I think that happens. Maybe certain things got miscommunicated to where it could be looked at differently. You know what I'm saying?
So, from an outside looking in, y'all disagreed, and he said, "I'm gonna just take the videos down."
For the most part, that's how it was, because it was like after like the initial kind of like the vibe is off, disagreeing. Yeah. There's no kind of line of communication. I would say like maybe a year, 2 years happened, and then they came down just some random day, and that's what I'm telling you. Like I already seen something coming because of things that happened to other artists before me. So mentally not having communication, and then a year passing by, or maybe 2 years passing by, whatever the timeline was. It's like once it happened, it was like I already seen it coming, didn't know when.
Yeah.
And from there, it's like what I said, like, you know, you just learn to deal with certain things because you want to respect privacy.
Right.
I don't care how much 2025, all that. Like, I'm a person that has a level of privacy with certain things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But fans do deserve to have that content still up, not only from me but from various artists.
Right.
Because it meant something to people.
Right.
You know?
So, it sounds crazy to me because, like, if I was a part of something and I helped contribute to an artist to get 1 million views, like, I fell out with so many people in this hip hop game. Yeah. Artists, whoever, bloggers, don't matter. But I'd never just delete it. Like, it happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It just sounds crazy.
Me neither, brother.
It don't sound right. It's like, why do that? You know what I'm saying? Like you said, for the fans, but also it's just like you put in all that hard work, you know, and then just we're not cool.
Yeah,
so just take it down.
I feel like it's also like to an extent, maybe it was just too personal. I don't know, because the way I looked at it was like we doing something for rap, for hip hop. You know what I'm saying? This is bigger than just me and my thoughts and my emotions, and even to this day, like I never even thought of like taking anything down from my old shit, regardless of who's in it, who's not in it.
Especially if it's that
who's
big.
Not around no more. Like to me, it's like that's art, bro.
Right.
It happened.
You see the growth, but especially if it's that big though, like that was huge.
And to me, all I could think of in the strategy of war, bro, is like that's a big blow.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But right. I'm telling you, bro.
But for real.
Yeah, I think about a lot of shit with the war strategy, all that.
I guess I can see it, but
I mean,
I think it only hurts you in the long run, him, in my opinion. But I hear you, bro.
You know, everybody entitled to their own opinion. Trust me, the people that know certain things and even ask this, that's been some of the the opinions that people have. Like, it just sometimes don't make sense. Like, why would you put all this hard work in just to delete it? But at the same time, you know, like I said, people feel a certain way about their art.
Right.
And maybe that's how they deal with it, you know?
Or is it true? Is it private or is it like completely down?
Well, I'm taking it as it's down. Due to like one of my homeboys, and my homeboy, shout out to my boy Nug Life. I would like to speak on him too, because he done helped me a lot and contributed a lot to my growth after that event happened to me. My videos got taken down and stuff. But he was the one, like, when he seen that shit happen to me, he's the one that did some reaching out and started asking some questions like, what the fuck? Like, why would you do this?
Right.
And according to him, he the one that told me, you know what I'm saying, it's on private mode. It's private, you know? Yeah. So I don't know how to take that. All I know is it's not up there. That's how I could that's how I see it from my life. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's not up there. Well, we got to move on then, bro. Right. Like, what am I supposed to do? Have a pity party? Think my life is over? Is my career only based off of that? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's actually a blessing. You know what I'm saying? It's more of a blessing because
probably gave you some more motivation.
And just it
showed the fans who really cared and stuff.
Exactly. It shows the fans that, and then also just what I always told myself, brother, was like, man, I started doing this shit when I was young, when I was a kid. When nobody shot my videos, when nobody helped me record shit, when nobody gave me beats, I did that shit because it was my music. It was what I love to do.
Yeah.
How can I stop that little kid from accomplishing his dreams just because of one
person
bad event, you know?
Yeah.
Because then I'll be letting the little me down.
Win, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My little me look at me like you was a buster if you stop it. You know?
No, for real. Do you think y'all ever be cool? And have you
God willing.
Would you talk to him? Have you tried talking about it? Or?
Nah, like I think, you know, I'm somebody who's like big on just let God handle things. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't go out of my way to like meet this person or meet these people. God did it. You know what I'm saying? And if God give it, God take it. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I gotta respect the laws of nature.
Right.
And God willingly, we could meet again and talk and all that. But I mean, it is what it is. At this point, it's not like a hate thing or like anything. It's more so of a God knows what's up. Like how you know, I gotta just do my thing.
What was your like initial reaction when you first seen this? I know you said you seen it coming, but like it still probably had to feel some type of way.
Shock, a little bit of a shock.
A little bit of a shock.
Yeah, definitely. I have to say I called my boy 20 from LA just because he's just somebody that I know, been through a lot of life, strong individual, and always on his own shit, not messy, not nothing. And I just felt like he would be the right person to talk to. And he'd give me the real direct answer. He ain't going. And one of the things he told me, he said, "Fool, why you even putting your videos out on somebody else's platform?" And I feel like that is real. That's direct, you know.
And you don't have the video in another copy?
Oh, I have all the videos because, like I said, I seen it coming. Strategy of War. I got all my shit because to me, like I said, I feel bad for the fans, but it's my life. I got that footage because my kids gonna grow up.
Right.
I want my kids to know everything. You know what I'm saying? Not be left in the dark with nothing.
Yeah.
And that is why I have all my videos.
You haven't reposted them? Or at least
I posted one video on my YouTube and literally copyright strike.
Damn.
So I think that's why it
so
also
you were
matches
testing
up.
it a little bit?
Yeah, of course, because to me I'm looking at the fans like
you
gotta put this out to the people, like you can't just block it.
Right.
But the copyright strike, and that's where I kinda seen like, okay.
The art of war again.
Exactly. So it's just like, hey, it's cool. I own the song. I got the song on my shit. What else can I ask for, bro? Like.
So they own the video, but you own the song.
Exactly. That's how it is, you know.
Huh.
But yeah,
I get that too, because if you upload to YouTube, because I get notified if someone uses my content and they re-upload it, I'll see it. And usually I let it slide, but if it's like just a straight same thing, obviously it's a different scenario. But I'll definitely strike it.
Nah, I get it. That's why, to me, one of the biggest things that I learned through this process is you got to learn not to take things personal.
Right.
Because if you do, you're going to fly off the hinges, bro.
That's real.
You know? So
can't take it personal.
Nah, you can't take it personal. Because whatever that person dealing with or whatever that person's choices is behind doing what they doing, that's on them.
Right.
And what they got to deal with. And whether they deal with it, maybe they don't even feel nothing. Like, it's on them.
It's on them.
I can't spend my life trying to figure that out.
Right.
You know?
Guess that's it with that one. I felt there was something else I wanted to ask you about that, but I think that.
Whatever.
I noticed it ran back up on your page though. That's what I was gonna ask. So what is organized threat? And like, how did it start? Were you there when it started?
And then, like, I wouldn't say. I mean, there was various versions of that. It was the dude that owns the YouTube page. He's the one that started all that.
He's from Cali.
Yeah. Okay. And he had his own experiences dealing with other artists way before my era of rap. I would say my era of rap and the artists that was around me, it took off because it was like the beginning of YouTube. Not necessarily the beginning, but the beginning of where people are uploading music videos.
Right.
It was like the era of like collectives such as Our Future coming out, ASAP Mob coming out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Pro Era coming out. It was that era of boom bap and rap and visuals and collectives. And it all kind of just, like I said, bro, God.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of things must align for something big to come up. And some of those things you ain't in control of. I wasn't in control of none of that. I just kept on rapping.
Right. The blog is funny because the blog game is kind of like that too, to a certain extent. Where like when I first started dropping interviews, it was easy to hit 1,000. Like, now it's like harder. Like you got to come with some heat, or it's got to be like real unique. You got to hit the algorithm a certain way. But yeah, back then when there weren't so many bloggers doing interviews, it was like kind of, oh, this is dope. You know, I don't know. It's just like, but yeah, back then on YouTube it was just a lot easier because it was. I don't want to say easy, but just a lot less pollution, or what do they say? Like it's diluted.
It's congested.
Right. There's so many rappers, for example, now, you know? So it's like so many bloggers, so it's just.
And that's another thing that comes with longevity. Like to be able to be rapping and doing shit that people still remember from 2011, 2012.
Yeah.
Still to bring it up or go on my page and like comment on the audio. Bro.
That means a lot.
Yeah, bro, come on now. You can't take shit like that for granted because there's a lot of motherfuckers that started rapping and that shit don't happen. There's a lot of people that start rapping, don't even do everything right and still don't make a name for themselves. You know, talented as unfortunately couldn't break through. You know what I'm saying? So even that right there, I'm just like, listen, bro, my story bigger than just some rap shit. So that being added to my story is forever grateful.
It's dope, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So was it at 1.7 when it came out, or what was it at 1.2?
I want to say like 1.7, bro, or maybe I could be wrong, bro, because it's been so long. Maybe it was like 1.5, 1.3, around there. You know, I wouldn't say more than 1.7.
Okay, but then you had other videos that got taken down too, right? They were over 100,000.
Yeah. You know, I still have a screenshot when I believe you and.
I remember posting.
Yeah, something like you hit a million. Like I was the number one or something like that with all these views and all this, and you had a list of the songs.
Rhino would do that too.
Yeah,
but I remember making a post. I can't remember I think it was like these rappers hit 1 million views.
Yeah,
or something like that in Colorado.
And these like other I think it was like all these other 100,000 views or whatever accumulates to this many views or something like that. But I remember when y'all posted that because I screenshotted it. And I thought it was so dope. And that was even during the time where it was like no communication for us, you know? Mm-hmm. And I screenshotted it because I never been the type to be looking at my views, going through so many comments. It's like I kind of just let YouTube be YouTube, bro. And just do my music, you know?
So brief intro. So you said you were born in Cali, born in LA, or what part?
Yeah, in Glendale area, which is Los Angeles County.
Right.
But I mean, you know, LA has its own politics. You know, if you're not from this area, you're not from real LA. So I just like showing love to LA, California, all that, you know.
When did you move to Aurora?
Like 3.
Okay, so that's why you rep Aurora.
Oh yeah. I love Colorado and Aurora.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So
little.
You just got back from Colombia.
Yes, sir.
How was that, man? Looked like a fan went up to you and had one of your first CDs.
Yeah, the No Rack CD.
Talk about that a little bit.
It was dope, bro. I mean, being man,
because your family's from Colombia.
Exactly. That's why I was out there, because I was with family and stuff. And to be real, I haven't been back for like 21 years.
Oh, okay.
You know, as a kid, I always went there all the time with my pops. He would take us out there, and back in the day, like pops was making mad paper, so we would go out there and be out there for a month. All December, because in December
it's nice.
Yeah, in December not only is it Christmas time, but it's also the summer for Colombia.
Okay.
Out here
it's all cold.
Yeah, out here it's cold, but out there it's summertime.
Yeah.
So we used to go out there during December as a kid all the time, and the last time I went was when I was 15. And even at that age, I was like wanting to rap and doing my music, like writing my shit, just learning how to do my little thing. And I haven't been back since 15. So going back now at the age that I'm at, 35, bro, because I'm an old man now. You know what I'm saying?
No, you still in your 30s. I feel you though. Yeah.
That's the goal. It's like to get old, you know.
Right.
But going back at 35 after like 21 years, bro, it was just like, to me,
seen it a lot differently, probably.
Differently, but nah, like so nostalgic in a sense, my bro, because it's like out there, you got to think about it. This is Latin America. This is a third world country. You know, out there you ain't finna be in the neighborhood and see a Kia necessarily, or you ain't gonna see a Jeep, or you ain't gonna see Corvettes. You know how out here we be driving, and we'll see somebody pull up in a vet. You know,
like it's nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Out there you ain't seeing that, and it's just a whole different world. and it was what I remembered as a kid. Family still the same people. So I think it was so important for me, bro. It was more so a rediscovering of myself and remembering who I really was. You know what I'm saying? Instead of necessarily like getting too caught up in this rap shit, getting too caught up in what because I love America and I grew up in the city. I grew up outside. That's how I learned. Outside.
Right.
But at home it was like Colombian culture.
Right.
Food, music, mama and dad speaking Spanish. Like it was like a portal. You know what I'm saying? It was a portal for me as a kid. So going back there, it was like, oh, okay, we in the motherland. Yeah. It just let me remember who I really was, what I'm about, who my family is, what we about, all the things we done been through for me to even be standing right here being interviewed.
Right.
Like, who am I to think to get interviewed, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, I start thinking about
gotta be special, right? Gotta be someone special.
Some, God willingly, but to me, it's just like, I think about it more so like all the shit that my grandparents did, my aunts, my uncles.
To get you to here.
Yeah, for me to be here, to be interviewed off of music. You know what I'm saying? Off of a talent that I just put out to the world. You know what I mean? That's deep because a lot of people come to this country, bro, to work. So to be positioned in a place, those are like the things that I'm telling you about. Like a lot of other things have to happen that you are not in control of for things to manifest and become real. All you could do is just play your part.
It's real.
You know? So yeah, it was great. Just rediscovering myself, being out there, learning more slang from what my cousins use, being out there, being able to just comfortably move around because I know the language, I know introduce myself, just be normal, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's different. It's a whole different world. Like out here in Denver, in Colorado, Aurora, everything's kind of more spread out. You know, you got to drive, you got to have a car. You know, out there too, you got to have a car. It's not as easy to get a car. And when you get that car, they treat it like it's a Benz because it's important to them. You know what I'm saying? But if not, there's bodegas, panerias, carnicerias, everything in the neighborhood. The parks, everything, you know? So it's still at arm's reach.
Right.
A lot of things. You walk to the mall, stuff like that, but also
puts things in perspective.
Yeah. You know?
Because out here, you know, people might look at this where we're at, oh, this is the hood.
Exactly.
But it's like, you got all these whips still, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's still not that bad, really.
It's not.
And then you compare it to a third, I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Even being out there, like, this time around being an adult, it just show you like, oh, the appreciation for having a microwave, my boy. The appreciation to be able to
the little things.
Yeah, to put your cup in the refrigerator and get filtered water.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To be able to shower with hot water instead of like mediocre warm water or cold water. Being able to have a washer and dryer to do your clothes. Like those kind of things, you start noticing like, oh, okay, you got it.
Right.
You know, you got a lot more advantages and things out here in this beautiful country of the United States, bro.
Someday I'm trying to go because I just want to be humbled, you know?
Yeah.
That's my main reason I want to. Not even necessarily Colombia, just a third world country in general.
Yeah.
Something different. I've never been out of the U.S., so I'm like, I don't know.
You got your passport?
Nah.
You got it. That's the first step. Just get it.
Right.
And then from there, you're going to be like, I need to take a trip. I need to do something.
Go somewhere.
Yeah, because to me, I've been blessed with being able to, since a kid, not only go to Colombia and then coming out here. That's why it's always like, in a weird way, as a kid, it felt like I had to fit in. Because it's like, you don't want to be necessarily the kid that speaks Spanish.
Right.
Or the kid that ain't up on the new gear, the new this,
right.
You know. That's why, like, even when people be like, oh, the Mexican Jordans. To me, I get it. I get it from an American culture standpoint. 100%.
I was watching that video yesterday.
You know? But when I think about, like, my family from another country, I'm like, boy, they'll rob you for them J's that you saying ain't J's, you know?
Right.
And it's just very interesting, bro. It's very... But growing up as a kid, I felt like that. Like, I always had to, like, kind of hide who I really was.
I feel you.
Until now that I'm older, it's like, man, fuck all that shit. Like, I know who I am.
I feel like that should be kind of annoying. I mean, some people do be perpetrating and shit, but, like, I don't know. I feel like that should be just over. Like, people be overcomplicating that. Like... The
shoe game?
No, just... like for I guess with me and how I'm relating it,
Yeah.
people would always be like, "Oh, you trying to be black or you trying to
Right.
you." It's like, bro, like I'm just into what I'm into.
Yeah.
I never was in my life like, oh, I see that dude, let me be like him. Like, nah, bro. Like, I just grew up liking hip hop and I grew up liking sports and hooping and shit. Like,
yeah.
That's what I grew up around. But people be always trying to overcomplicate, like, oh, you trying to be this. So maybe how I'm relating it to you is like people may think like, oh, you trying to, I don't know, be American or like feeling like the pressure to try and be American,
yeah.
I guess is
Exactly.
probably a better way to put it. But
yeah,
and maybe me feeling like a pressure, like, oh, I gotta fit in and be white or something. I don't know. Dumb
no,
shit.
I get
Just
it.
Dumb shit.
No,
like,
I get it, but it's all psychological.
Right. Yeah.
You know, it's all psychological. That's half the game.
Right.
Not more. You know.
Yeah.
So I think I learned that shit. Like I used to be ashamed of it. I used to hate picking up the phone when we first got cell phones in the 9th grade. And my mom's just calling me out because I gotta answer in Spanish. You know?
Yeah.
And to me, I'm like, I ain't trying to answer around all the boys and shit. But eventually, I mean, you just grow in life, and I'm just like,
Who cares?
you a clown for being ashamed. Like my people
Right.
back home would be on my ass, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
For being ashamed. And one and two, at that point, I realized like early, like you know, my mom was calling me, bro. Like, how dare I? Try to avoid a phone call from my mom because we gotta speak Spanish. But I'll answer the first phone call from my homie.
Right.
You know, like, man, I could take the back seat when it comes to moms.
Right.
You know?
When you're young, you be overthinking.
Exactly. Shit. But now once you just get the groove of things and who you are, you know, you realize, like, hey, the homie can wait.
Who cares?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
It's real. I feel like you're slept on out here and when people talk about the hip hop scene because just, you know, I mean, everyone knows like hip hop originally, maybe I'm wrong, but it was like a, you know, African American sport or whatever. 100%. From, you know, we go to East Coast, whatever.
Yeah.
So I feel like you get kind of slept on, not because of that necessarily 100%, but I feel like people may overlook you a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And not take your lyrics all the way, you know what I'm saying, serious. But if they listen, they're like, damn, he really, you know.
Talking shit.
Yeah. And I seen a DJ out here before, like, kind of bash you for saying the N-word before. Right. I don't know if you still do or not.
Right.
But, like, you know, pretty much just, like, kind of discredit your work, your hip-hop because of saying the N-word. What's your opinion on that now? Like, in general, how you feel about that?
You know, before it was something that, like I said, I was trying to, like, you know, fit in, and so I might take it personal. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Reality, that's just how I grew up, bro. Like, having the homies around, all that. But I think through time, through life, you just start learning and shit. And just because, you know, the homies is cool with it, don't mean the world is okay with it.
Right.
And I could understand a lot of different perspectives instead of being so defensive, actually taking it into like, what's the word, bro?
Yeah.
Like constructive criticism.
Right.
And I could understand the perspective, and then I could also take time to grow. And I stopped using that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's really no reason to be using it, especially if there's a portion of African Americans that feel offended by it. You know what I'm saying? So why not respect? You know, I would want somebody to respect my culture, my people.
Yeah.
So growth, you know what I'm saying? And just being like, hey, I don't got to use it. No love lost at all. It's all good. But I think certain things need to be respected.
Right.
Period. You know? So, you know, I could never let my ego overtake that. Because, you know, you could lose. Right. You could lose. You know, having a big ego could make you lose the war. You know? So I'm thinking always longevity, always something. And I'm looking at it like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could probably tap into even more if I just kind of eliminate that from my vocabulary.
Right.
And just be proud to be who I am, bro. That's it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Respect. That's it.
Yeah. I feel like, you see kind of both sides of it, right? Where it's like, you understand why you said it to a certain extent. You're like, you grew up around a lot of people who were saying it, you know what I'm saying? So you just get accustomed to that. But what I always say too is like, I mean, there's still a lot of Latin or hip hop artists that say it. Well, I seen there's a white rapper that's going, popping now. Jin Lee, he's popping. He stands on that shit. Like, he's not playing about that shit. But I feel like it's a little easier to have longevity and like to have growth and not have as much pushback without saying it. But teach their own. You know,
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not the police when it comes to that shit. Like,
Exactly.
that's up
how
to
I
you.
feel.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm not nobody to tell any other Hispanic man
Right.
not to use that word. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because now we taking it. I'm not that.
Right.
To each his own. I feel like in my journey, I've learned a lot of stuff in my journey, in my process.
Right.
Even like I'm saying, like going back to Colombia, it's like you learn so many roots, and it's like you learn so many stories about Colombian artists out there that are, if you watch, look them up on YouTube, look up Diomedes Diaz, look up to certain artists. It's like these were like the Michael Jacksons and the Princes of our countries.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like they're humongous, they're beloved. They died. People were crying, fainting, all at the funeral. Thousands and thousands of people. What we see with Nip, what we see with Big, what we see. That's our culture out here, you know? So diving back into that, seeing so much of that in my own culture makes me even like fall in love with rap music even more because it's like, oh, that's why I'm identifying with hip hop culture because it is a certain level of texture that is, you know, from the ghetto, from the hood, from the have-nots, you know?
Right.
So I think that's why I love hip hop.
Oh yeah. You can only pick 4 rappers from Colorado besides yourself. Mm-hmm. Put them on a Mount Rushmore. Who would that be?
Man, that's tricky. That's a tricky bag you putting me in. Lyricists, bro. I mean, man, I think they all dope. I don't want to, you know, step on no toes. Give things, you know. I'm gonna always shout out Meezy because I respect, bro. And also being one of the only like lyricists to reach out and be like, let's work. We ain't got to be best friends, nothing like that, but it's mutual respect. I love what he do. He keep doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if I had to just do like a Mount Rushmore, Colorado, shit that I grew up on, what I seen in my own eyes as a kid, people out here, I gotta say like Julox, Young Doe, Kofax Cac, and Interstate Ike.
Yeah, okay.
Those are the ones
that respect.
Oh yeah, because to
like
me it's like
2009.
Yeah, because it's like me. I was the kid outside with CDs, trying to rap, and going to CD stores, and I was the one seeing them pull up with their CDs in their car and put them on shelves and making moves. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I wouldn't be doing a service to this city, this shit we call Aurora, Denver, Colorado, Montbello, anything. I would be doing a disservice by like not mentioning them and just trying to like say, oh, these rappers from other states is the ones.
Right.
You know, I ain't never seen Snoop Dogg on my block. I never, no disrespect, but those are the guys I seen on my block trying to push music, doing it however they could, independently, whatever.
That's real.
So I always look at them like, you know what I'm saying? Respect, bro. Like, if nobody else seen it, I've definitely seen it, you know?
I like that. That's a good list right there. Yeah. Okay. Now let's do Aurora, but I'm gonna put you on there because I would say, in my opinion, you would be one of the 4 from Aurora. Yeah. All-time Colorado. So name 3 others besides yourself that you'd put on the Mount Rushmore. Just for Aurora, so don't count Denver or Springs.
Yeah, that's hard. Yeah. That's hard. That's hard. You put me in another sticky spot. Man, I don't know, bro. Let's keep that for another time. Let me do some more research. Okay. Let me do some more research on lyricists from Aurora, and I could give you a better answer.
Well, Julox would be one.
Definitely. Okay. But, you know, let me do my research. You know what I'm saying? I got you. You know, Julox on the Mount Rushmore, what I just said. Yeah. So, let me look at, like, more research.
Okay. Obviously, last year, the whole, like, you know, Venezuelan immigration situation went viral in Aurora, in your city.
Of course.
Well, not yours, but, you know, where you from, where you represent. Obviously, that was like Kofax, so it's a little bit different area, but what was your opinion being an Aurora resident or growing up in Aurora? Like, when you seen that, did you have a bunch of people? Because I had people reaching out to, I'm not, like, really be in Aurora. Like, I be here, but not really, you know what I'm saying? And I had people reaching out from other states, like, you good? Like,
it's a crisis.
Yeah. Well, yeah, what happened with you? Like, what was your opinion on that shit?
I would say my opinion on that, brother, is 2 different perspectives. It sucks because, like, one, I am from Aurora. I grew up out here, so seeing shit like that go down, I ain't with it. breaking into people's cribs or taking over apartments, and I ain't rocking with that because, you know, there's hardworking people out here, people that are just living modest lives. They don't want to be rappers. They don't want to be music stuff. They just want to live their life and
go work their job.
Yeah, and take care of their family, bro. That's what this shit about. Especially being Hispanics. You know what I'm saying? When you Hispanic, bro, like that's what it's about. So I wasn't rocking with that part. Like, I don't like just doing that to the city. I'm not with it. But then the other half of me, it just hurt because, you know, they might be Venezuelan, but that's neighbors to Colombia. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing some of these individuals. They look like me.
Right.
Tall, white, Hispanics, short hair, long hair, whatever. You know.
Right. And I mean, they weren't just from Venezuela either. They're from a bunch of land.
Yeah. All Southern America and other countries too. But we talking about Spanish and Hispanics and Latinos. So it was like it was
a lot of
heartbreaking.
people. My bad. Just to add more context.
Yeah.
A lot of people just say Venezuelan because I guess the quote unquote the gang that was caught up in that specific video was supposedly allegedly a part of Tren de Aragua.
Right.
Which is a Venezuelan gang. Anyways. Keep going, my bad.
No. I get exactly what you're saying. That's the main thing that was being thrown out there in the news. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, the general public gonna go run with the news, bro.
Right.
But me being somebody that's Hispanic, I deal with so many Hispanics, bro, on a day-to-day basis. It's like that's what made it hurt. Because it's like I know my people out here to really work and really try to change their life,
grinding,
do things. But unfortunately, you know, I'm not a politician. So I don't know what's going on in the politic world, but if the border's open like that, my brother's like, I mean, this is the best country, so people gonna try to come here. You know what I'm saying? For the better opportunity.
Right.
Because our money go long in those countries. You know what I'm saying? Really long. And I'm talking about American dollars go long.
Right.
Pesos, other countries. But it was just heartbreaking, bro, because to me, I'm like, you know.
You can see both sides.
Yeah, 100%.
You can relate. Because you're American, but you're also Colombian.
Culture, roots, everything. And then also, it's like I had an example like my pops. You know, my pops came to this country. Yeah, and he made himself an American citizen. He did the classes and did the tests and did all that, you know, and I seen him do his levels of things to do it the right way. So to me, there is a right way to do it, you know?
Yeah.
But I can't fault somebody for trying to do it a different way.
Because we've all done some shit, you know, trying to figure it out.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For all my people all throwing me hinted, bro, it's like, I get it. I understand. It's just a touchy subject, you know?
Right.
But f***ing up the city ain't it.
Right.
You know, you can't f*** up the city.
Yeah.
Because this is our city too. We grew up here. We are from here. This is what we love.
That made the city look crazy, bro.
Yeah.
It was on every platform. Everyone was reaching out. It was crazy.
It's like, it's just two perspectives because to me, it's like me going out to Colombia. It's like, imagine me going out to Colombia f***ing up they shit.
Right, yeah.
They gonna be like, get this motherfucking gringo out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like I go out there. I respect the culture, respect what it is, the land, the laws of the land.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna have a smooth sailing thing, but you can't come over here and just like think that you could just do whatever.
Do whatever,
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? So I think it's a touchy subject, but
yeah.
It sucks. It's crazy it happened in our city though.
No, it was crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Because it happened everywhere, but it went viral here. Because maybe, I don't know, maybe it's the biggest here. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either, but all I do know is everybody from all over the world was talking about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but other than that, bro, like, it's all love to me, like, those Venezuelans. Like,
right. No, there's a lot of cool ones. Like, if they like, I'll let them wash my window and I'll throw them some bread or some food because I'm like, you working, like, I respect that. It, like you said, it just be, don't come over here and causing issues.
Fuck up our shit. Yeah, nah, but like shit like that. And see, the thing is like you see shit like that, like them willing to wash your window. That shit is normal in our countries.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In Colombia, that's what you know, they gonna wash your car, they gonna try to do something. You just throw some change.
That's
like,
cool, yeah.
You know, like just keep it moving.
Right, I'm with that, yeah. You met Nipsey Hussle, right?
Oh, yeah.
Couple times, one time?
I met him on 2 different occasions. One when he was at a show.
Okay.
Well, both of them was at a show, but one was more so fast-paced. Came in the show, shook hands, what up, and then he just proceeded to what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? And then the other one was more one-on-one type shit. No, you good. The first time I met Hussle was I was a young kid. I was trying to do music. This is when I went to LA. You know what I'm saying? And when I went to LA and shit, I was just trying to do my rounds out there, trying to figure things out. I wasn't even known. I wasn't even part of the thread, nothing. I was just trying to do my own thing. And I went out there, and then, so at the age of 18, bro, my older brother, he went to school with somebody. My boy Mike G, that's my bro. I know him since I was a baby. And his sister is married to the legendary Fiend from No Limit. Yeah. He's on the song Make You Say, you know what I'm saying?
I interviewed BG. So
BG's the boy. Like, I see Instagram all the time with them. He was married to my boy Mike G's sister. And he had came to Colorado. And Mike G knew that I was a rapper. I was trying to do my thing. I was a kid in the basement making my beats, and he just randomly showed up to my house with Fiend.
Damn.
And that's wild. I was literally selling weed up the street on Gun Club.
Yeah.
And I was in the homies with. We was selling some weed, and my mom called me like, "Yo, there's some dude here with a chain, and Mike's here, so you should kind of come because it seems like they might have shit to do." You know what I'm saying? So we sped over here, dropped me off. I go in and I met Fiend. And, man, love the Fiend. He gave me like a lot of dope gems at a young age. Being able to just interact with somebody that was of that stature.
The Hot Boys, right? Or
yeah, nah.
He was just close with
them? Yeah, he was just all cool with people. They all from Louisiana, you know? So in doing that, he was on tour with Currency. You know what I'm saying? They was hitting up LA. I was in LA. I seen it. So I just did everything. I tried to email, tried finding everything on MySpace, all the back in the day shit, you know? And no luck. So I just found out the venue that they was performing at. I just drove my car down there, parked, and just waited outside.
That's how it be too.
No ticket, no nothing, just waiting. Waited hours, bro, like 3-4 hours. And I seen some cones on the side of the building, and I was like, that's where the bus gonna pull.
Right.
That's where they gonna.
You knew.
Go to the back, you know. So I just started waiting there, and I said, I know Fiend gonna see me. He gonna recognize me. Boom. Exactly that happened, bro. He pulled up in the bus. He come out. He's like, Papa J, what the f you doing here?
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm just out here. I want to f with you. He was like, for sure. Let me see what I could do. And then he just worked his magic. And his manager was like, all right, you could come. You know what I'm saying? You could roll with us backstage and be with us tonight.
That's dope.
And I'll never forget him saying to me, like, if you f it up, I'm going to f you up.
Yeah.
I was like, respect. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I was young. I was just trying to get in somewhere.
Right.
And in doing that, this is what I'm saying. Like, big things have to all happen for big things to happen.
Right.
And just by that, I was backstage, hanging out, chilling. And out of nowhere, Nip Hussle walked in. Backstage area with his people. And it was like, you know, I was already a fan of bro before I even went out to LA. So I was hip to it. Right. You know what I'm saying? And when I seen him, I was just like, damn, that's crazy. That's Hussle. Yeah. The inside of me was screaming, but I was like, you got to compose yourself, my boy. And he shook. One thing I learned about that interaction when I seen him walk in, he shook everybody's hand in the room. You know what I'm saying? And ever since then, I made it a priority to always shake everybody's hand in the room when you show up. You know, it don't matter who they is, what part they play. Just acknowledge everybody. You know what I'm saying? Right. They deserve an acknowledgement. And had a conversation with him. And it was just dope. You know, inspiring.
You remember that conversation?
Yeah, definitely. I had asked him because he had just finished up Bullets Ain't Got No Names 1, 2, and 3.
Oh shit. Okay.
And I asked him, I was like, what's your next move, Hussle? Like, what you gonna drop? What you gonna do? And all I remember is him saying, like, don't worry, I got something for y'all. Just stay tuned. And then out of nowhere, later down the road, he dropped what was it? He dropped the Marathon. And it was up from there for him. Yeah. But it was dope. It was dope to see an artist climb so much and just keep doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? It was very inspiring to watch his story.
Who would you say is your favorite rappers of all time, top 4, Mount Rushmore all time?
Of rappers?
Yeah, in general.
In general? Man, I always had this conversation with myself. So I would say, like, Eminem.
Okay.
That's number uno. And then Nas.
No, that's okay.
And then I would say Nip.
Okay.
And then from there, it gets tough for me.
That's diverse. Okay, we can do 3. That's diverse, though.
It gets tough for me because after 4, I'll be like, man, there's Big L, there's Biggie, there's Big Pun, there's Corrupt. There's so many ill lyricists that I'm quick.
Yeah.
But the ones that I know I gravitated to a lot was Nas, and Hussle.
That's versatile because you got East Coast, West Coast, and Midwest.
Yeah, there you go. You know what I'm saying? That's what I grew up on.
That's dope.
Being born in LA, you know, older brother, he hit to all the West Coast.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Once I hit middle school, I started meeting cats from New York, places like that, going to school up here at Rangeview. And they the ones that let me hear, listen to this Illmatic by Nas, turned on. And then
so he's wiping Jim now. He's washing.
Yeah. Please don't. I mean, respect to Jim because
that's all we say.
Respect Jim. Look, listen. Jim. I don't see the thing about Jim is he has put out his personal life in the public.
Right.
So let's move that. I'm not talking about that.
Right. You just talking straight rap.
Rap. Jim, that dude too.
Yeah. He influenced everyone's drip.
Yeah, man, that boy fly as. He from Harlem.
Yeah.
He I think he's Hispanic too. He got some Hispanic
so I think it's like some Dominican or
something in there. So it's like I gotta love that, support that.
Right.
And the boy fly, the boy can rap.
Yeah.
It might not be all technical like other rappers that I like.
It's more that fly rap.
Yeah, like and he's still saying some shit.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? He East Coast still, he's hard.
Right.
But I would never put him before Nas. I named my son Nas. You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough.
So it's like,
fair enough. Okay.
I was in Colombia seeing that shit on the internet. I was like, oh Lord, come on, boy.
See, I love
Nas alone, my boy.
I just got a lot of respect for Jim because he gave me an interview. He didn't need to do that.
I see that.
I was low key hella nervous because I was like, damn, this is Jim Jones. Like
the stature of hip hop that you reach it.
Right. Yeah. So I was like, oh shit. Probably kind of how you felt with Nip. I was like, oh shit.
I grew up on Dipset.
Yeah.
Dipset, like I would feel the same way if I seen Jim.
Right.
You know, Cam, any of them.
Right.
But
yeah. Well, I hear you. I get the argument. I see it. So okay, so now we on that. Obviously Kendrick and Drake went at it last year, and then we had what? I think it was Joey
battling
and a bunch.
The whole West Coast.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And then now we got the UK versus US shit going on.
Uh-huh.
What are your thoughts on that? And like, would it be, let's say two of the top lyricists in Colorado went at it. Would that be good or bad?
I think it would be bad. Because, you know what I'm saying? When Nas and Jay-Z went at it, it was at a stature. It was when it meant something. This down here shit, ground zero, going at it with one another ain't gonna get us nowhere. At all.
It would suck because it would like cause people to pick sides.
Pick sides, somebody gonna get touched.
Or get mad, yeah.
Nobody making money. What money is being made off of some local kind of back and forth?
Right.
Now, if you into rap battling and you with that kind of genre of
and
rap,
you can friendly do it,
then do it because that's beautiful. That's for the culture.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But as far as like real rappers, you know what I'm talking about.
Because they usually have a problem.
Yeah, there's gonna be a problem, bro. Why do it at this level, bro? You gotta be smart. You want to move comfortably around your city. Why you know what I'm saying? Like, I get the gang shit because I grew up around that shit. I know my homies is from that shit. So I'm not talking from that perspective, but at the same time, you just always got to move smart.
Right.
Not cause so much noise for yourself and be able to get to your goal, whatever that is. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's not good.
Right.
But I think what is good for Aurora hip hop, anything, I think is just put out content. Not only work with one another, that's always beautiful, but also focus on what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Make your lane. Carve out your shit. Make a stamp for yourself. People know you for what you do. And then, you just spread your blessings as you get blessed.
Right.
You know?
The sounds are different.
Mm-hmm.
And the styles and cultures are different. But the way I look at Aurora is like how Flint is to Detroit in a way.
That's
like
a great
Aurora
comparison.
to Denver.
It's a great comparison.
You know what I'm saying? Just, I don't know. I've never been to Flint, but like, I just feel like the potential of the hip hop scenes, I could see it kind of rising like a Flint, Detroit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think so too.
In a way.
I think right now they gotta just do everything.
Or like Fort Worth and Dallas or something.
There you go. That's another great example. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I think people just gotta put their shit out.
Right.
Represent. One thing about Colorado though, like, I noticed that a lot of Colorado people say negative shit about Colorado instead of saying more prideful shit, being more proud to be from here. You know what I'm saying? Instead of always just focusing in on the negative shit. Like, folks be proud to be from here, because when I go to other states, Texas, whether it's Dallas, Fort Worth, Houston, whether it's LA, whether it's New York, any borough, my boy, they proud to be where they from.
Right.
And then I just went to Colombia, and they proud to be where they from.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think it's important that we as a city community, we be proud to be who we are and big up shit that comes from out here, bro. That's how culture's built.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't be hating on the next man when he from your city too. Like,
right.
doing shit just like you, see shit similar to you, speak similar to you.
Right.
You know, don't tear them down.
No, that's real. That's real. What's like one big difference between Colombia and the U.S. that you know picked up on? One or two?
Shit, just a lot of different culture, bro. Out there, it's like with Colombian culture, we are very like affectionate, very loving. Women are hand and foot for their men. You know, out here in America, there's a lot of independency, a lot of struggling people striving for independency. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And out there, what I learned is like it's a lot of family, it's a lot of unity, a lot of help.
Right.
You know, if we only have a bread for the night, and 6 of us, we splitting that one bread into 6 pieces, we all eat. You know what I'm saying? Women out there are very attentive to their men. You know what I'm saying? They care about what's going on with their men, whether it's mental, whether it's they hungry, whether they all need to wash their clothes, get shit ready for work. It's a whole different culture out there. It's like they tapped into God a lot. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this country has lost that in a sense, or it's been divided into so many different religious things that it's kind of like, you know, the idea of God has been used as another thing, like politics, like gangs, like things to divide individuals instead of it just being something that we believe in as a country. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of things like that. Unity, proud to be where you're from, great food. Out here we got great food, but at the same time, it's not a huge variety of things like just on the corner that you can go grab. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's McDonald's, fast food shit,
yeah.
It's not like you can't go grab some empanadas, arepas, some good bread. Like, you know, you gotta go to certain spots for that.
Right.
So I think things like that, you know, culture.
Okay. What keeps you motivated to keep going? Like, do you feel like you slept on? Like, have you ever thought about just quitting or?
Oh yeah, of course, always. I've thought about that a lot.
Like when you, because obviously you're not slept on nationally, right? When you compare to Colorado artists, you probably top 5 rappers out here that's like nationally known.
No, right.
But here, I feel like you slept on.
You over there. I mean, I can definitely see the perspective of being slept on.
Yeah.
I think before I felt like more, like I was taking it too personal. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like trying to just taking it too personal. Like it's not my job to make everybody like me. It's not my job. But yeah, I can see why. Like I said before, being younger, I took it too personal. I think where I'm at today in life, man, it don't matter. You could sleep on it. You could quit it. I'm gonna do my part. Put it out and speak my story, say what I feel, and put it out to the world. I can't be spending my days worrying about if I'm slept on, if I'm this, if I'm that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I can see why people would say that, but at the same time, I don't think so. Like shit, if you fuck with me, you fuck with me. You not slack, you know?
Right.
They in tune. That's all that matters.
Okay. You got any music, anything to be on the lookout for the people?
Definitely. I just dropped a single called Guadalupe right before I went to Colombia.
I did see that.
It's like perfect timing. What I'm talking about in the song and the energy behind it, the cover art being the Guadalupe, like it just lined up perfect timing with going to Colombia. So I dropped Guadalupe, and shout out to my boy Flea from Switzerland. I've been working with him. We've been building like a operation. You know what I'm saying? He's from out there in Switzerland. He makes beats, he mixes, he masters, he does a bunch of shit, and we just been locking in, bro. He sends me beats. I write, I record, knock it out. So we drop Guadalupe. I got a whole bag for y'all soon. Can't reveal too much, but just know music is coming. A body of work is coming. Stay tuned because that shit gonna be fire. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to my boy Flea out there in Switzerland because he doing a lot for me, bro, and I really appreciate him a lot. And go back, I got some shit like I was telling you earlier about mentioning my boy Nug Life. from LA. Nug Life, shout out my boy Nug Life. Like when the videos started coming down, like, you know, bro reached out to me on some real business shit. He just asked me for a feature, how much I wanted. He paid, he got the feature, and then when the song came out, he showed me. It was out on streaming services and it had Dizzy Wright on it. And to me, I was like, man, I ain't never had no song with a reputable artist like, of that caliber, you know?
Yeah.
So him just putting me on a song with Dizzy Wright and him paying me for it, I was like, man, he official. You know what I'm saying? He doing his thing.
Right.
And so I stayed in touch with him. And when I went out to LA, I hit him up directly. He told me come to the studio. We came to the studio. I came to the studio by myself. And we talked for hours, bro. And then we just cooked up. And we made like an EP. And then ever since then, it's been nothing but nonstop work with him. Like we got songs on his albums. We got singles. We got an EP together. And in the future, we definitely going to drop a project. But he's the one that helped me create Kiss the Sky Part 2.
Okay.
So a lot of people, if you see them in my comments or whatever, they always be like, where's Kiss the Sky Part 2? Because we was previewing it when we was recording it in Big Bear. So a lot of people want to hear, want to see. And he's a fan of my shit. Like before me and him ever worked, he used to listen to my shit.
Oh, okay.
He knows all my older shit, Kiss the Sky, Introducing Ruiz, all that. And that's why he told me, he was like, let's make Kiss the Sky 2.
Yeah.
And I felt, why not? It's a fire ass move to do with somebody that actually respects what I did before.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Shout out my boy Nug Life. Yeah. Shout out my boy Flea. Music is coming.
Oh yeah. Would you say Kiss the Sky is your biggest song still?
Yeah. I would say Kiss the Sky.
Like streaming wise and all that?
Yeah, definitely. Kiss the Sky, 10-1 with Nug Life.
Who, like, does Aurora or Denver be up there as far as your listeners, or where most of your listeners at?
Yeah, no, they be up there. Let me see real quick. Denver and Aurora support me for sure.
Oh yeah.
My biggest streaming songs on Spotify, bro, is Only for the Day with Nug Life. That's #1. I got Red Eye Freestyle. I got Kiss the Sky. Roll It, Smoke It, Spark It featuring Veil the Wonder. 10-1 with Nug Life. Guadalupe. Bout It, which is an old record. Strike Me Down, Introducing Ruiz. Strike Me Down Part 2 with Nug Life. Those are like a lot of the top ones. So it's dope because it's like some of the old ones, old records, and then it's a lot of the new ones. Because, you know,
yeah,
they getting they runs. So it's a blessing to be able to say new music is being played as much as my old music too.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, man. You got any final thoughts? Where they can find you at? Any of that good stuff?
Yeah, just shit. Papa J Ruiz everywhere, like always. Instagram. I really be on Instagram, Twitter. I just made a TikTok. My cousins in Colombia made it for me. They told me I needed a TikTok. For sure. I wasn't with it.
Got to.
But they grabbed my phone, made an email, made my own TikTok for me, and
I'm getting paid off that, bro. You got to.
Yeah.
Once you get to 10K followers, you get paid off.
See, that's what they keep telling me. Like, just post shit. Just, you know, you got shit. You got content. You got fans. Like, so I made it. So I ain't posting nothing yet. I'll just be on it surfing. But for sure, follow me on TikTok. I'm gonna drop shit on there. And YouTube, please. Just subscribe to the YouTube. That's like my main focus is YouTube. Papa J Ruiz. That's it.
Oh yeah.
You can find me there. Instagram for sure. All that.
Can I get a shout out from Maha Minute one time?
Yes, sir. Shout out to Maha Minute. Thank you for having me. It's always love. I appreciate you putting me on your platform. And it's the #1 shit in Colorado, bro. Y'all gotta stop hating. Just let the man do his job. Let him do his job. He helping us. Giving us light.
I appreciate it, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, comment down below your favorite Papa J song. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button to stay notified when all these news drops. My #1 blog in the universe. Yeah, appreciate you.